Superpanny, and this is my channel. So it's been a while since I last updated. I did that Super Mario 3D Land review on the 30th of November, I think, and since then I was supposed to finish Skyward Sword and do my review of that, but unfortunately I still haven't actually had the time to finish Skyward Sword. I've been busy preparing for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't actually played much of Skyward Sword still. I'm waiting till I can sit down and get myself right into it, because so far what I've played hasn't really drawn me in, so I'm gonna, wait till I have some time to sit down and get right into the story and play through it properly. So I'll let you guys know my thoughts on Skyward Sword eventually, but today I just wanted to update, since it has been a few weeks since my last update. I'm just going to be talking about the Zelda timeline, the apparent official Zelda timeline that was released in a Zelda 25th anniversary art book that was out in Japan, and there's a supposed official timeline in there, so I just want to talk about that and a few other things today. So like I mentioned, there is a Zelda 25th anniversary art book being released in Japan. It's supposed to be out on the 21st, so I think that was yesterday in Japan. That sounds about right. I think it was either leaked or it came out at some point. Anyway, there are scans online, and there's a NeoGAF user going through them and translating and uploading scans and stuff from the book, which is really interesting. I'll put a link to the NeoGAF thread in the comments so you can see it there yourself. It's a really nice read. There's lots of pictures and information and everything. But the biggest deal was that there was apparently an official timeline included in the book, and that's been uploaded and probably talked about a lot. I've been reading a few discussions on it. I am by no means a big timeline theorist person for Zelda. It's just too confusing for me. But I always kind of assumed the basic timeline that most people went by. It was Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time, then I think there were a few games around there. I know Skyward Sword's first, and I can't remember if I ever thought there was something in between that and Ocarina of Time, and then I went with the split after Ocarina of Time into Majora's Mask and Wind Waker. So the new timeline is actually pretty different to that. It's something that I haven't really seen around before, so it is definitely pretty interesting. So the timeline in the book it starts with Skyward Sword, which was the first game that everyone kind of went by. I've got it up on the screen right now, so excuse me if my eyes kind of go between the screen and the camera. So it started with Skyward Sword, and then went on to the Minish Cap, and then Four Swords, and then Ocarina of Time, which all sounded about right to me. I haven't actually played much of Minish Cap or Four Swords, so I'm not sure how they go in the timeline. I just assumed they were slotted in somewhere. But then there was Ocarina of Time. And then where most people thought the timeline split into two, Majora's Mask and Wind Waker, it actually split into three, which is, something new, because I hadn't seen that before in any timeline theories. So it splits into three timelines, and one of them goes off on the Wind Waker, one goes off on Link to the Past, and one goes off on Majora's Mask. The Wind Waker timeline then continues on to Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. The Link to the Past timeline goes on to the Oracles, Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda, and then Adventure of Link. And the Majora's Mask timeline goes Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and then Four Swords Adventures. The three-way split after Ocarina of Time kind of confused me a bit, but I did some reading, and the way the three timelines play out is the first timeline, which goes on to Link to the Past, is I guess for lack of a better word, a doomed timeline. So it's the timeline where Young Link is here in Ocarina of Time. He travels forward 7 years, which leaves the present timeline, this one here, where Young Link was, without Link to save the world, which means it's a doomed timeline and goes on to Link to the Past. And then one of them is the timeline where Link saves Hyrule, stays in the future, and continues on to the Wind Waker. And the final one is where Link saves Hyrule, travels back into the past, and then goes on to Majora's Mask. It's all, like I said, a bit confusing for me. I've never been that into the timeline. It was interesting to read about, but I'm just not smart enough to come up with my own timeline theories, so there's probably a bunch of errors in this whole timeline thing I've been talking about. So if you have any, problems with what I said or, fixes for it or anything, let me know in the comments, because it's something I'm actually interested in reading about. I'm just not all that clued up on it yet. So hopefully that discussion about the Zelda timeline will kind of tide you over on Zelda talking until I manage to play more of Skyward Sword and let you know about it. So far I've been having a pretty good time with it. I'm still getting used to the motion controls. I'm enjoying them. They feel really natural in the Zelda storyline, but I'm also finding them a bit fiddly and a little bit difficult to play with. I'm not very good at the angles with the Wii Motion Plus, but I'm sure I'll get used to it as I go on. Aside from that, I've been playing recently Not much, actually. I've been trying some MMOs, playing more Skyrim. Been waiting until 2 AM local time every day for the Steam sale to update because I love the Steam holiday sale. I haven't actually bought anything yet. I'm considering getting Neverwinter Nights 2 from today's sale, but yeah, I'm still not decided on that yet, so I am waiting until 2 a.m. every day. I love it when it updates. I just like click really rapidly and wait for it so I can find out what the new sales are and get really excited. Let's see what else. I gave one of my housemates Dark Souls as an early Christmas present. I've been watching him play that. It's kind of a selfish present. Not that I want to play it myself, but I was interested in watching someone play it, so it's not that selfish, I guess. But it has been fun to watch. It's the kind of game that I couldn't play myself because it's a game that relies on persistence and learning from your mistakes, and I'm just not good at that in games. I get lost and I get stuck and I get frustrated. It requires a lot of backtracking because you die, you go back to the checkpoint that was like an hour ago, and then it's just, you know, rehashing and like hoping you don't make the same mistake again, and it's just a bit too much for me. But it's really interesting to watch. There have been a lot of deaths so far. I guess that's about it for now. I'm hopefully going to have some more time to do Let's Plays soon, so I'm going to be maybe Let's Playing LA Noire because I might get that on PC. I'm also going to go back and finish my Plants vs. Zombies. It's been a while since I uploaded one of those. I'm sorry about that. My internet's been kind of dodgy lately, so it's been kind of hard to upload. It takes like 5 hours just to do a normal sized video, so not even a game one. So hopefully that'll get figured out at some point after Christmas, but this is probably going to be my last update before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everyone, and I hope you have a good holiday season. And before I go, a few of you have been asking about the giveaway I organised a while ago. Kind of embarrassing, but I've lost a lot of the entries since it's been so long. I'm going to be rerunning the contest through my blog, which is superpaniland.com, so keep an eye on that. I'll put a link up on my Facebook and my Twitter when I have the post up, and I'm going to get you guys to put entries through the comments on that page, because it's just easier to keep track of. And I will get those sorted out soon, I promise. It's just been kind of hectic over the last few months, and I haven't really had the time for it, so that's enough about my rambling. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave your comments with any comments you have about this video. And I'll see you guys again after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!